Hey guys, how are y'all? So, I just wanted to make a video. I wanted to talk to the world. I smoked some weed today, and I want to tell you guys how fucking great I feel right now. I want to tell you guys how fucking good I feel right now. I don't think people understand, like, no, they do. They do. Okay. How do I start this off? I love weed, okay? Weed makes me feel so happy, but I don't need it. I don't need it at times. But there's certain times where I need it, okay? And I'm gonna explain why. Weed has helped me open up, okay? Weed is something that has helped my throat chakra open. And it's amazing, okay? I feel like when I'm high, I can communicate more. I feel like when I'm intoxicated, I can communicate. And it's not that I'm addicted. It's not that at all. I actually haven't had weed in a while. And I feel like every time I go back to it, it makes me so happy. And sometimes I feel as if I'm afraid to not be high because I don't know, like, I don't want to feel not high. Because when I'm not high, I don't feel right, okay? But I don't want to have to constantly keep relying on marijuana to help me, okay? I've been doing this experiment because I have not been taking my medicine. I don't take this shit. I don't believe in medicine. Like, I feel like you can change yourself like that, okay? With the mindset. You don't have to have medicine because mental health medications, antidepressants, they're drugs, okay? The psychiatrists are the real drug dealers, okay? I want to break the stigma of smoking marijuana. Marijuana is not a bad thing. And I really wish people would just see that. Honestly, in my opinion, I think the whole world needs to smoke a fucking blunt and chill out. Okay? Yeah. I have a Tinder. I used to have a Tinder, but I got banned. And I made a Facebook dating. And I signed into my old Facebook account. I didn't spend too much time on it or anything. And I went on my old Facebook dating account and I was trying to see if anybody wanted to link up, you know? Because it was just weird to me. Like, I was into the dating app scene for a little bit, but then as I started spending time with myself, I was just like, this isn't for me. This is not for me. I just didn't want to date because literally everybody on the dating site was like, you want to fuck? Like, no, I don't want to fuck. And there was times where I was put in situations that I didn't want to be in, okay? I felt trapped. I felt lonely. And I felt like as if I needed to move out of my own city. But in reality, I just need, like, friends. You feel me? I need good people in my life that will smoke with me and that won't force me to have sex with them every time. There's people in my city that think that all because they have a fucking blunt with you that you have to suck their dick or that you have to have sex with them. And no, like, real talk, like, if you're laughing right now, shut the fuck up because this shit's real. If you're laughing, you're immature. People really think that you have to do stuff for them in order to be able to smoke with them. You have to sacrifice something to be able to smoke with somebody. And I think it's really stupid, for real. If you're a drug dealer and you smoke weed, why the fuck are you asking for head from somebody? If you have all that fucking weed that you claim that you have, what's wrong with smoking half a fucking blunt with somebody that needs it the most? A lot of y'all have fucking egotistical issues, and I'm gonna just tell y'all that now. There's people out here that love marijuana and would love to smoke, but people's ego is in the fucking way, and people are so fucking low vibrational. Like, it's really sad out here. And this is me just waking up, expressing how I feel about the world. Like, I used to say all the time I wanted friends, I wanted this, I wanted that. And I do want friends. I want smoke buddies. I don't want fuck buddies. And I definitely don't want a boyfriend right now. I just want people, like, high vibrational people that I can smoke with. And that's what I've been asking for. And that's what I got. But a lot of people don't stick around because they think that people have to suck their dicks in order to be able to smoke with them. And it's really fucking nasty. Like, sometimes all I want to do is smoke with somebody. I'm struggling right now. I don't have a way that I can make money unless I win the lottery or something, you feel me? Or get a job. So I kind of just need people in my life. And the more that I went on my spiritual journey, the more that I started investing in myself. I signed up for the gym. I actually signed myself up for a primary care doctor. And I started going to the doctor there. I started doing a lot of things for myself. I started investing in myself, into my spirituality. I've been using my crystals. I don't know where my crystals are. I feel like I need them right now, though. I feel really good. And, you know, the first thing I said was once I got done smoking with this person, anyways, sorry, I'm really sorry. Once I got done smoking with this person I met on Facebook dating, we didn't do anything, like, we just sat in here and smoked, and he left. But once he left, y'all, I felt so healed. I felt happy. And this is not me going psychotic. Like, this is not me anything. Like, this is the higher version of myself. I feel fucking amazing right now. I feel normal for once. I really do. I feel normal. And I just want smoke buddies. I want people I can smoke with that are high vibrational and know where the fuck I'm coming from. Like, I may look normal, but a lot of people don't think I'm normal. But I'm so normal, like, I don't think y'all understand. It's just, when I smoke, I feel like a whole different person. I feel so happy when I smoke. And I just love the high vibrational feeling that it gives off to me. And a lot of people think weed is low vibrational. It might be to some people, but it's not to me. It helps me. I feel like it boosts my spirituality, okay? It helps boost how I feel. It boosts my confidence, and I love it. I'm just tired of people around here telling me that I have to give up sexual favors in order to be intoxicated with them. So once I learned how to say no, and once I started learning how to be there for myself, I started feeling a lot better. Y'all, my spirit guides talk to me through trains, I think. And, you know, for a while I've been wanting to leave. I've been wanting to leave the city that I was in because I hated it here. And I feel stuck here. I feel stuck. And I'm not stuck. It's emotional. And you want to know why? Because I'm trying to stay here for my daughter, and I feel like me staying here for my daughter is going to sabotage everything. And I only feel like that when I'm high. When I'm not high, I feel like I'm just setting myself up for failure. And that's not the case, and I don't want to learn the long way. I just want to be high all the time until I can learn how to cope without it. Weed is the only thing that makes me feel like good. And when I tell y'all I feel normal right now, I feel like I can maintain my voice and everything. I can even whisper if I wanted to. I feel alive. I don't know who sent prayers my way. I don't know if it's just me awakening by myself. I don't know if my angels are sending me healing energy right now. But look at me. I'm fucking beautiful. I'm glowing. I feel fucking amazing. And no, I'm not on drugs. I'm not on drugs. I'm just smoking weed, okay? You see how little my fucking pupils are? It's not that, y'all. Like, it's just weed. A lot of people will know where I'm coming from, and a lot of people won't understand, and I'm okay with that. But for the longest time, I felt like I feel mature as fuck right now, and I don't know a better way to talk about it because I feel fucking amazing. I feel like I'm so mature. Like, I don't feel like anybody really knows, like, where I'm coming from. Like, it's really sad. I just don't want to feel negative no more. I don't want to feel normal, like, without marijuana. Like, I really, like, when I say marijuana helps people, like, marijuana helps people. And a lot of people are gonna look at me like I'm crazy, but sometimes all you need is a fucking blunt. And when I'm not high, I don't feel okay. My mama beat me until I was black and blue when I was a kid and forced me to go to North Carolina with her to go see one of her friends from high school. Until my bruises went away. My sister got together with two of my aunts, both of my mom's sisters, and freaked the fuck out and called them, and my sister thought my mama killed me or was going to kill me. My mama made my sister go with one of her friends after she beat the fuck out of me, and I ended up being knocked the fuck out and was in the back of my mama's van, and I woke up when we were in Danville, Virginia, almost to where we needed to be in North Carolina, and we stopped at the McDonald's down there, and all I remember is me waking up, and my mom was like, "What do you want to eat? Oh, you're gonna wake up because you hear the word food? You're hungry, huh?" She said, "Get your ass in the front seat," and I was like, "Okay." So I get in the front seat. I'm like, "Where are we going? Where are we at?" She's like, "We're going to see Missy for a little bit." Missy was one of her friends at high school. I'm like, "Okay, cool." You know, I didn't really know what the fuck was going on with me. And we got the food, and Mama was pissed off at me. Mama wouldn't talk to me. Like, my mama fucking hated me, okay? And my mama didn't fuck with me. Once the bruises went away on me, we ended up going back home a week later from staying with her. Okay? I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was completely dumbfounded. I felt like I was sleeping a lot too. Like, when we were there, I slept a lot. I couldn't come out as much. I had to stay in the room that we were in. And I couldn't talk much about certain things. Like, I had to be quiet when my mom wanted me to be quiet. I had to stay there. I couldn't go out with him. Like, it was just really weird. We came home, and I had fought my mom again. Like, guys, I think I'm going through an awakening. I think I'm going through an awakening. When my bruises went away and we came back home, my mama sent me to a mental hospital. I was going in and out of mental hospitals, and then I came home, and me and my mom got into a really big argument when I was 10 years old, and I had a picture in my hands, and I was looking at it. It was a picture of me and the family, and I was just talking about how the family used to be so great, okay? And I just kept talking, and I was just like, I miss the old family. I miss the old way they treated me, this, that, and third. And I was just looking at this picture, and I was just talking to the picture. And my mama wanted me to shut up, and I wasn't shutting up. My mama told me to go to my room. I didn't go to my room. My mama told me that if I didn't get up and go to my room, that she was going to ground me, and she was going to take the computer from me. And it pissed me off so bad because she knew social media was the only fucking outlet I could have. I never could have friends growing up or anything. My mama grounded me. She said, "You're grounded." I took the laptop out of my room from keeping her from taking the laptop from me. I chased her down from the hallway to my room and slammed the door behind me and locked it. And I grabbed the laptop, and I was, like, looking at it, and I was just like, I don't want to smash this shit. I don't want to do it. And my mama unlocked my door to my room with a little butter knife, whatever. And I opened the laptop so quick, and I smashed it on my knee, and I broke it. So my mama beat the fuck out of me in my room. And I had enough of it. I was just like, yo, I had enough of you touching me. And I went to the living room, and I grabbed the picture frame again. And I wanted to break the picture frame. And Mama was like, Carly, don't do it. Carly, don't do it. And I was just looking at it. And my mom came over to me and went to go take the frame out of my hand, okay? And I didn't let go. I had the tightest grip on it. I think it had my grandma in it, too. Matter of fact, y'all want to know what? I had the tightest fucking grip on this picture, okay? And my mama was like, let go of it, Carly. Let go of it. I didn't let go of it. I was just looking at it. I think this is the picture frame that I had. Or it might have been another one. But I had grabbed a few of them. And one of them, I think the one that she jerked out of my hand was a picture of me. And I hated myself. I hated the way I looked and everything. I thought something was fucking wrong with me, okay? And I'm just going to use this picture frame. Guys, I miss my grandma, okay? I miss my grandma so much. Rest in peace, Granny. I love you. Anyway, I had the picture frame. And she was holding on to it. Okay, and we had a tug of war battle, okay? I was sitting on the floor, and Mama wanted to get the fuck off me. And I looked at my mama, and I was like, you fucking bitch. She smacked me so hard. I got up. And with all my fucking strength, I pushed my mama so hard. I pushed her. The cops were already called because she's a fucking bitch. She's a pussy. And she called the cops on me. And DSS came to the house as well because they had already gotten a lot of calls from her, beating the fuck out of me. And my sister saying stuff to my, the rest of my family and shit. And my sister's friend's mama saw how my mama treated me. And CPS stayed getting called on my mama, okay? My mama lost custody of me, and I went to detention for a weekend, okay? I was there for a weekend, and I just remember being scared for my fucking life, because one, I had never been in detention, but where I have been was mental health hospitals, okay? And I was in and out of there. I didn't know what the fuck was going on in the mental health hospitals. I was always just stuck, and I was forced to be on medication I didn't need, Y'all, I think the whole reason why CPS was called on my mama was because my mama had basically beat me black and blue. And she almost killed me, okay? and my sister saw it, okay? My sister saw the whole thing. Like, I remember bits and pieces of it. Like, my mom would just, like, came down the hall and just looked at me like she was gonna fucking kill me, and you could see it in her eyes, bro. She was just beating the fuck out of me, and I think my sister was there. She remembers it, and my mom made my sister go with her friend, and my sister ended up calling both of my aunts and was scared for her life that my mom was gonna fucking kill me, okay? And I think that's why CPS was called on her. This was before I had fought her and went to detention. So I was in detention for a weekend, and that Monday, my dad picked me up from detention and was like, let's go. And I went with them, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? He was like, you're going to fucking school. And I was like, okay. So I was happy to be out. I was so emotional, but I was happy, and I was like, thank you. And my dad was just pissed at me. Like, he didn't care, okay? He just wanted me to be a better person. Yeah, if this isn't real, like, raw emotion, y'all, I don't know what to tell y'all. And then y'all are probably gonna see some disgusting ass shit come out of my nose because I'm fucking sad, okay? This is a healing journey, okay? So, my dad got me and he was like, you're going to fucking school. And I'm like, okay. At the time, he had lived in Lynchburg, and he was by himself. He had just gotten a divorce with his second ex-wife, and yeah, like, he's been single for a while, and yeah, so I was living with him, and he was like helping me. I stayed in one of the extra rooms that he had. I was playing on the Xbox, and the Xbox was my shit, okay? Call of Duty Black Ops 2, oh my fucking god, I fucking loved it, okay? I love video games. Oh my god, it's gonna make me start crying again because I just want to play video games. Okay, so video games is something that makes me happy. I'm not gonna talk about it. Fuck you. So, I literally was at my dad's house, and he was like, what the fuck is gonna make you happy? And I'm like, well, you know, I've been wanting to do ballet for a while. So, he's like, what? I was like, I was doing ballet, and mom ended up taking me out of the class because she said I was too fat. And he was like, okay, so like, what do you want? And I was like, can you go to Amazon? And he's like, yeah. So he makes me, he goes to Amazon on his computer, and I look up what I want, and he's like, you want a pair of point shoes? And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm a ballerina. I love to be flexible, and I like to do like splits and cartwheels and stuff, and he's just looking at me like, bitch, what? Okay, so he's like, okay, fuck it. So he doesn't buy the shoes yet. He does his research on them though, and he's like, I don't think you can dance in point shoes. And I'm like, why? You know, me like overweight, obese as fuck, me thinking I can stand on my fucking feet without my ankles breaking. He's like, no, you can get a skateboard. And I'm like, okay, what's a skateboard? So at the time I was good, like I was happy, I was in a new environment and all that. And yeah, like it was just really chill. And he ends up getting together with one of my mom's ex-best friends from high school, and we end up moving in with her 2 weeks later, and they get married. Okay, we're at her house for a few months. I think I don't remember the time frame. So Dad, if you see this, like, don't go off on me. I don't know, like, I don't remember a lot of time from my past. It just shows how much I don't talk about it anymore. I try not to think about it because it's very traumatizing. But that wasn't my dad's fault though, okay? My dad gets married to this woman. This is his third wife at the time. And she's cool as fuck. I love her. Like, and then I meet her son. And everything was fine. Like, the first week or two was good. And then my mom ends up, like, the court case from... Sorry, y'all. My lip hurts. the second case from my mom, like the court case or whatever. Why did I say the second case? Y'all forgive me. Anyways, so the case that was over with my mom was already over, and my mom let me. My mom was asking my dad if I could go over for Christmas, for a weekend or something, and my dad was like, yeah, you know, if Caitlin can come get her, cool, Caitlin's my sister. So these are where these pictures come from. I didn't see my sister. I'm about to cry, y'all. I haven't seen my sister in a long time, okay? But the first time I had saw my sister after CPS was called on my mom and my dad got custody of me. This was the first time I saw my sister, okay? This is the first time I saw my sister after my mom lost custody of me, okay? She was so happy to see me, and I was so fucking insecure. She was listening to me, and every time I would talk down on myself, she got so sad. It's like she didn't understand. And that's not her fault. She just didn't know that I low-key hated myself. Because Mom. I don't know what Mama did to me before I got knocked out. I don't know what she hit me with. I don't remember. But I think my mama fucked me up. Because that's when I started having all my mental health issues. I was having nightmares and everything. Like, I don't remember a lot of my nightmares because I asked my angels not to let me remember them. But yeah, we ended up going to Mom's. And we went for Christmas. And Mom had some gifts there and stuff. And Mama was just talking dog shit about this woman that my dad was with, okay? And me still loving my mom after she done cried and bawled her eyes out, whatever. I listened to how she felt. And I'm sorry, y'all. I feel weird. Anyways, I listened to how she felt, and it really made me have, like, second thoughts about this woman. So, like, when I went back, my whole perspective about this woman changed. I forgot what she said about her, but I know it was, like, bullshit, okay? But I didn't want to think that way. I thought my mama was being honest about everything. I thought my mama wasn't lying because she played victim, okay? So I went back with this woman, and I just didn't like her. Like, I gave her fucking hell, okay? And sometimes at the time, I didn't know why I had acted the way I did. Like, I was never, like, as aggressive as I was. I never had as many tantrums as I did. Like, I should have matured growing up. I should have matured way quicker than I would have ever thought I would, and I didn't. I was just kind of, like, I felt like there was a balloon on my head, okay? I felt like this balloon filled up with air sometimes, and it made it hurt. So it was like this whole time, and then it would go away, and then it just felt like my head got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it really hurt. Like, this headache, it didn't go away for a while. And there was times where, fast forwarding, they got married, and I looked at it as betrayal because of the way my mom made it come off, okay? I understand that was your best friend and all that. But yeah, like, yeah. Okay. So my mama hated them, and so did I. So I gave them fucking hell. We went to the beach one year. Going to the beach was probably the best thing that I had ever experienced in my life, okay? The beach was fun to me. I loved it. When we got back home from the beach, that's when my whole world went to shit. And my dad started hating me. My dad started drinking more. My dad was just getting intoxicated left and right. And the lady that I was with hated, like the lady that we were living with hated me. Her son hated me because I spazzed out on the son one day for whatever reason. Like, I just went the fuck off on him. Because I looked at him like he was a spoiled fucking brat. Okay? But he wasn't a spoiled brat. He was just a normal kid, and he was scared of me. And he didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. So, when I was a child, this lady took me to this woman's house with my dad. And I don't really remember what her name was, but I know she was a psychic, okay? At the time, I wasn't aware of it, but I still have this memory that pops up in my head today, and I saw all the crystals and stuff around her, and I remembered that was a psychic, okay? They were talking to this lady. She didn't pull out any, like, cards or anything, not that I remember, but, she was just talking to these people, and I think they had gave them a psychic reading, and I don't know what it was about, but all I know is we had went home. I connected with the lady. I couldn't talk to her though, like she wouldn't talk to me, and family wouldn't let me talk to her, so I was just like, hey, nice to meet you. And I couldn't get up and go rub her cat. Like, I had an urge to get up and rub her cat, so I kept calling the cat over to me, and the cat wouldn't come to me, and it was confusing me, and it was starting to make me mad. So then I just went outside, and I took some deep breaths, and then I went to the car, and I just sat in there. I just didn't understand a lot of shit. Usually cats would come to me and everything, and it was just really sad. Like, as much as I wanted to be social with a woman, I couldn't. Like, she wouldn't talk to me, and my family wouldn't let me talk to her. I felt like I was blocked from being able to open up to people and really talk to them. So after that day, I had felt horrible. My dad was whooping my ass, giving me ass whoopings, but he would go overboard with them, and it really traumatized me. He was a Marine. He was in the Marines. And I don't think he really meant to abuse me, but he just went, like, overboard. Like, he came into my room and he jerked my Xbox out of my wall and broke the outlet in the wall and smashed my Xbox. And my Xbox was the only outlet that I had to talk to people. It felt like a karmic cycle that I had went through with my mom. So I didn't take that very well, and I spazzed out. I started failing in school. I had just got accepted to go into a normal school for once, not a private school, where you have to ride a short bus to go to school or a van. And, like, I didn't feel retarded anymore. I felt like, I felt really good, okay? But my home behaviors were horrible. And I finally got to go to a school called Brookville. And it's in my city, and I met a lot of friends. I could just never go and hang out with them because my dad never allowed me to. And plus, I never fit in anywhere. I was too crazy to people, apparently. So people didn't like me, people didn't fuck with me, but people were still friends with me. It's just they didn't talk to me because they didn't understand why I was so fucking hyper. They didn't understand why I was so happy to come to school because I didn't have anyone to talk to outside of school. My dad went overboard again one day with the ass beating, and I told one of my friends about it, and they were like, it's abuse, right? And I'm like, no, I had no fucking clue. So she went to the office called CPS on my father, and the cops came to the house, and I was taken away from my dad. I was given to the state, and I was locked up for 3-4 years. And then out of hospitals left and right. I was in 3 residential hospitals and 2 acute hospitals. Residential is long-term, acute is short-term. And the last residential hospital that I went to, Newport News Behavioral Health Center in Newport News, Virginia. Y'all are the best fucking hospital I have ever went to in my entire life. Y'all need a fucking reward. Y'all need something, because y'all were part of my awakening. And my therapist that I had, I forgot what his name was, but he taught me what astral projection was. And I went back to my unit and I talked to some girls about it, and I met my friends there, okay? These people I thought were my friends, they just moved on. They thought I was fucking crazy because I just never fit in with anybody, and I didn't give a shit. Like, I met new people throughout there. Like, so as I got older, I was like, you know what, hospitals aren't even that bad. So I got used to being in hospitals. I grew up basically an orphan kid, okay? And next thing you know, I go to leave the hospital. I think, you know, I'm going to be in there another year before I turn 18. When I turn 18, I'm going to have a whole new life. I was doing really good in the hospital. But then I started getting jumped left and right because people didn't like the light that was being shown on me. So I was getting jumped left and right. Even though I needed to stay there a little bit longer, I needed to. Like, something was telling me, your time is up. Like, you need to leave. And I started calling my mom again, and my mom kept me talking to her a secret. And I was already given to the state, and she was unaware about it, and I was unaware about it at the time. So she won custody of me again after working her ass off. And I went home with her, and I was 16 at this time. She threw a sweet 16 birthday party for me and everything. And I was still going to that private school I had went to after I lost the opportunity to go back to a public school. Because I had family issues, and my family never let me go to a regular high school. So I was always stuck in a children's hospital for mental health people. And I was forced to be in this hospital because I thought I had, or not this hospital, but the school that I was in. Because I thought I had mental health issues, and I thought, okay, maybe I'm just stupid and I can't vibe with people, so I have to be in a retarded school. A school that doesn't meet with my needs, I guess. I was grown up, and I was taught that I didn't get along with certain people. So, because I had a mental disability, and nobody was going to understand me because I had a mental disability. So my mom ended up getting custody of me, full custody of me from the state. And because if I left the hospital, I was going to get given to a foster family. And that, honestly, I was talking about how I wish I was adopted growing up and shit. And my family never gave me over. And I never knew how to speak up for myself. Because I always had the cops called on me, and I was a minor, so they looked at me like I was unstable because I couldn't speak up for myself. My mom always told me to be quiet when it came to the cops and let her talk. And yeah, it was just really, really, really bad. Like, I was really traumatized growing up, not just from my family, but from hospitals and shit. So my mom won custody of me again. She threw a Sweet 16 party. Everything was great, but she worked constantly. It was just horrible. She never stayed home. My grandfather was at the house, though, so I was chilling with him. And we got a dog. The dog was fucking hilarious. Oh my god, I fucking miss my dog so much. I swear that dog was my fucking soulmate, okay? That dog was my goddamn soulmate. His name was Cam. It was my sister's dog. She got him from the Humane Society, but she ended up moving. She got her own crib, and she was chilling at her own crib, and she let the dog stay with us because she couldn't have a dog in her apartment. So once my sister moved out, you know, my sister was the only person that kept me happy. My sister was happy to see me. My family was happy to see me. My mama wasn't. I already had a lot of backlash from the family as it was from years ago. It's like they all used to love me, and then as the years went by, me being in my mom's care, I got me a job. I was making my own money. My mama was my worst enemy. My mama didn't want me to succeed. Every single job that I had, she'd do research on the job and would call up the boss and tell them, hey, I think you should know this about Carly, this, that, and the third. And she would make up sob stories. And there was times where I wanted to give me a second job, and my mom thought I couldn't do it. So she called the job I went to an interview for and ruined that for me. She sabotaged it. Literally every single new opportunity that came my way, my mama sabotaged it for me. My mama fucking hated me. And I was just supposed to look at it like it was her helping me out. So I was just brainwashed, not knowing what the fuck was going on. And I still felt this big ass balloon on my head. I still felt like my head was big as fuck. And it is big as fuck. But, guys, my angels are telling me to keep talking because this is going to get posted and the world's going to know my story. I know it. It's going to come across the right people. I'm working on this, Spirit. I'm working on it. What was I going to say? Okay, so every single job that I had, she would call and she would sabotage it for me because she just didn't want me to be happy. So I developed a type of agitation feeling with my mother that I couldn't really explain what it was. It was basically rage. I started having lucid dreams at the time. I've always had lucid dreams, especially since I was a kid. But once I came to the conclusion that I was beat the fuck up when I was a kid. I stopped having dreams after I was beat up, like around the time that I was beat up. Reminder, when I was about 6 years old, I was in a hospital. It was called Bridges Treatment Center. I was pushed by a girl, and my head hit the back of the extension cord that was plugged into the wall, and I heard a big snap in my head, okay? And when I heard that big ass snap, it was like, it knocked me out. And then I opened my eyes again, like something was telling me to be strong. And I opened my eyes again, and everything kind of like blacked out, and then zoomed back out, and it kind of blacked out, and it was like okay, a lot of people know what I'm talking about. But as I went to go open my eyes again, I could predict when the fire alarm was gonna go off in these hospitals, okay? And literally every single hospital I went to, it always fucking happened. That same night later at 3 o'clock in the morning, they run alarm tests and they wake us up at certain times. And sometimes there were even times where the fire alarm would just go off at 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? I felt like I was fucking cursed, low-key. There was so much that happened in my life that I feel that was black magic. And it's illegal to do black magic on people. God, my stomach's killing me right now. My gut is whooping my ass. What is my intuition telling me, Spirit? Do I need to stop talking? This is the same feeling I felt when I was talking about my intuition, bro. Do I need to leave? Yo, I don't feel good, bro. Shit's making me sick, bro. I'm gonna talk about it anyway because I feel like it's a demon, bro. It's a demon, and I don't claim it. Yo, I get this burning feeling in my gut, and it's right where the gut feelings are supposed to be. I think my angels want me to shut up. But yeah, I'm really traumatized, and I'm healing, and I'm becoming a better person. And I feel like weed helps me open up. The more that I don't smoke weed, the more I feel like I can tend to myself, but I'm depressed. So when I'm high, I feel like I jump personalities, but it's not a personality. It's like I jump a whole new different level. And I just feel happier. And now I'm getting to that point where I just don't feel Like, I don't feel spiritually high anymore. And it causes me to lose faith sometimes, and I know that it's fear. 4444, I just call on the screen. I need to look up that angel number. Guys, I'm real fucked up. But I'm okay. Like, I'm good. And this is me. I'm 20 years old. I'm just trying to be a fucking millionaire. I'm just trying to get me a job, and I have a lot of dreams. I have a lot of things I want to do. I don't think I'll ever talk about them on this channel, though, because I do feel like there are people out there that are going to sabotage it for me. So I don't talk about my blessings anymore. But I want my past story to be out there because I lost custody of my daughter to the woman that fucked me up. And I'm trying to find me a lawyer that is going to help me get my baby back. Somebody that understands where I'm coming from and knows that my mama is the one that fucked me up, and I don't want my daughter to go through that. My family doesn't speak to me because my mom has brainwashed me so much. I've burned bridges with people I really truly loved, like my sister, and I can't get her back. And sometimes when I talk, I feel like there's things that just flow out of my mouth, and I just can't control it, but it's the truth. And sometimes I feel like I do that because something's telling me to spit out the truth, and I do it. But when it comes to dealing with low vibrational ass people, like my cousins that like to bar me from stores because they know that I go there to buy food when I'm hungry, and yeah, they want to bar me. They want to completely just bar me from the store, so I can't go there to get food now. I have to rely on everyone else to help me. It felt like a weight was being put on my head when I was asking people to help me, or when it came to wanting to meet new people. You know, I've gotten so used to being in my apartment. When I don't go out, I feel like I'm in a jail in my own home. And when I can get outside more, I feel so much better. It's just guys, it feels like a dark cloud, and it follows me around everywhere. And I tend to cope with Raw Waves music. There was times where I had met a guy and we were listening to Raw Wave in the car, and I was screaming the lyrics and I was bawling my eyes out. I was like, this is the time where I wish somebody was recording my ugly ass. Because you could just see how much fucking pain I've been through. Like, I want to meet Raw Wave so bad. I look at that man like he's fucking Jesus, bro. And no, he's not trying to get anyone to follow an agenda. He's not what y'all think he is, probably. He's been through a lot. And when I had found out he went to jail for strangling his ex, I didn't look at him like he was an abuser. I looked at him like, okay, the bitch probably pissed him off because she knew the buttons on him that, to press. And he probably pissed her the fuck off. And that's what he did, was he went after this bitch, okay? But let me just keep their name out of my mouth because I don't got time for no lawsuits. But honestly, I love you. I love you, Raw Wave. I love me some Raw Wave. My spirit guides know I love me some Raw Wave. But I had to stop listening to his music for a while because it was suppressing me. But I love you, man. Like, I know all of your songs, all of it. Like, now any of the new stuff I'm completely oblivious about. But Pray for Love, that was my favorite, and Calabasas was my shit. I love all of your albums, I really do. And I just want to meet you. Like, you're one of the best people I've ever... Like, when I heard your songs, I was like, okay, no, this is real fucking music. And it is. It is real music. It's just sad. And I want to make a movie on my life, and I want your soundtracks on there. I want to be a millionaire. I deserve it. I think I deserve it. I've been through a lot of pain. I don't know people. I don't know good people. All I know is chaos. That's how I was raised. I was always taught that this world doesn't give a fuck about you. They do. It's just as this generation gets older, there's more and more people that don't give a fuck. The people that used to give a fuck have become cold-hearted now, and it's because of society. Because people are so judgmental. There's so many drugs that are going around that people are on. It's sad. You used to get arrested for fucking smoking weed and taking acid and eating shrooms. Stuff that helps open your third eye, but the more low vibrational shit, like the fucking perkies and shit, all that, like perks, whatever. Fuck it, like whatever. Like the perks, the oxys, whatever. Like that shit's so low vibrational. It's sad. Like I smoke weed. Y'all, I have superpowers. My words speak. It is storming outside. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I feel like Superwoman right now. And no, I'm not on drugs. I'm not. This is real shit. This is real pain. I haven't washed my clothes in 3 months because I've struggled to find money to be able to wash my clothes. And I don't have anyone that will let me use their washer and dryer. Everybody's stuck in their ego and won't let me use it. So, yeah, they want to continue to use the past against me. And it's causing me to remember my past. And all I do is talk about it when I meet new people. And I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to be able to wake up one morning and feel like I don't need weed. Like I don't need medicine. I just want to feel positive all the time like I feel now. I want to explain to you. I want to draw out how I feel while I'm making this documentary. Really quick. It might end in a few minutes, but this is how I feel. I'm walking on this path alone, and there's the city behind me burning. There's people talking shit about me. There's a house burning. This kind of looks like my apartment that I stay in. And there's just smoke everywhere. There's a tornado right there. It just feels like the world behind me that I'm trying to move on from is it's like you look into a mirror and you see your reflection, but instead of seeing your reflection, you see a window. And in that window, all you see is this. And you see all of it looking back at you like it's haunting you, like it's gonna come back and bite you. But I know that it can't touch me because I'm on the other side of it. I've been moved on from my past. I've been come to the conclusion that I just need to let go of my past. Because there were things in my past that has haunted me to this day. I feel like I was living my mom's curse. I had this one best friend, and I used to be like, I thought she was really fucking cute and everything, okay? I stopped this girl from killing herself. I did a lot for this girl. We're not gonna say any names. But I stopped this girl from killing herself. I was 2 months pregnant and I screamed and yelled for my life because I thought this girl was gonna slit her neck in front of me. And I didn't need another traumatic thing happening to me, especially when I was pregnant. 2 months pregnant. I had to scream at her to get her to remove the knife from her neck, okay? And this knife wasn't even sharp. This knife was toothed, okay? It had the rigid edges on it, so if you were to cut, you'd have to, okay? You couldn't just be done. Like, you would really had to saw at your neck. And this girl had exposed her nude on Facebook, and I was there for her. She was so fine. She was so beautiful. Light skin, honey skin tone, long, beautiful, natural hair. Beautiful daughter, okay? Beautiful fucking family. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with the sister, but that's another story for another time. This girl was fucking beautiful, okay? And I stopped her from killing herself. My grandfather had died day after Thanksgiving. And when he died day after Thanksgiving, I think that's when my world kind of fucked up all over again. It kind of took a wrench out of my heart. And it kind of just bled. Okay. Meeting this girl, I thought this girl was going to grow up with me forever. This was my first best friend. My first real, I thought she was going to be a real best friend, all that. And she didn't understand what I was saying. I talked about spirituality. I talked about my beliefs. I really embarrassed myself in front of this girl. She ended up forcing me to have a threesome with her. And basically, the girl that the guy that I have liked since my childhood, I heard some rumors that she had went to a party one night and kept me at her house while I was pregnant because I couldn't go out, I couldn't drink or anything. And I was told that I couldn't go, but she was going to leave and come back, and she told me to stay there and just stay comfy, whatever. So I stayed there, and I just did my own thing, completely oblivious to what was going on, okay? And, I heard some rumors that she had fucked one of my exes. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. And I really, at this point, I don't give a fuck. But I'm going to bring it up anyways because this is something that had a big part of my life. Basically, I've gotten 3 psychic readings so far, and I've been told that they met up at a party, and they were drunk, and they just happened to see each other and fuck. And I both look at them as snakes now, and I wish I didn't, but I don't trust either one of them. I give this boy hell. Like, he thinks I'm obsessed with him, and I'm not. But I give him hell because I feel like he hurt me. I feel like my intuition was whooping me in my ass about it. And so I don't know necessarily if it was fear and it was making me sick because I feared it so much, or if it was really my intuition. And my intuition tells me that they fucked. You want to know how else I know? Or I feel? Or I assume? Because she had another account that she hadn't used for 8 years, 7-8 years. And she was friends with him on that account. She didn't know nothing about this boy. Nothing. She was friends with one of the twins of the boy. Okay? So he had a group, he had a set of cousins that were twins, and she was friends with the other one on there as well, but on one of her new accounts. And I had questioned her about it, and I was like, who added who? And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, who added who? And I asked her about it, and she just kind of stayed silent about it. Me and him had FaceTime, and I was like, did you fuck my friend? And he was just like looking down, wouldn't even look at the phone. And I told him, I said, look at me. He looked at the phone. I said, did you fuck my friend? And he was just like, I looked really upset about it, and I ended up asking her, and she was like, just playing a video game. Nope. She's a video gamer too. She was like, nope, I didn't fuck him. I don't know what you're talking about. Nope. Nope. Okay. The truth will come to light sooner or later. It always does. And I'm waiting. But no, I felt like I'm living my mom's curse. Because the same thing happened to her. And I don't claim it. My grandma died, and my mom maxed out my grandma's account and used the money for herself. And I think I got an inheritance from one of my grandparents, and she took it from me. Because my grandparents knew I was going to be great. And I think they meant to give me a lump sum of cash, and I think that got taken. Along with my mom using me as a cash cow when I was a kid. Just sending me away, putting me on medicine, making it look like I had a mental disability. When in reality, I am normal. I'm just traumatized. I know what it feels like to feel normal. I'm depressed, and I stay inside 24/7, and the walls close in on me every night. But I'm getting over it, and I smoke to feel amazing. You know what's crazy is every time I get high, I feel the need to talk to people. That's the only way I can really open up. And I'm very codependent on people to smoke with. And sometimes all I want to do is smoke with somebody without being drugged, without being raped, without being taken advantage of. I just want to feel okay. I want to smoke around people that have the same energy as me, and me being able to trust and know that they're going to be around forever. I don't even ask for much. I just ask to smoke. And people look at me as if I'm a burden to them for asking to smoke. I asked to smoke with somebody. You gonna give me some head? Do I have to give you some? If you want to smoke, yeah. Okay, fine. And then I do it, and I feel fucking horrible afterwards. And I don't even want to get on this topic, but it's been so bad. I've accidentally manifested things that I fear for my life about now. I'm actually kind of scared to have sex with people, so I've been celibate. And I know that nobody, y'all, I've feared a lot of things, and I know that it's just a fear. You feel me? And it's common. I don't have anything. Thank the Lord, I don't have anything. But I've been celibate, okay? And when I tell y'all I have not been having sex, I haven't been doing anything. I've been really cautious about who I smoke with as well. And I felt kind of bad, but then I was like, no, it's fear. It's fear. It's nothing that I need to be scared about. And that feeling went away. And it was just like, wow. I felt amazing, okay? I felt like I could get rid of fear like that in a minute, okay? It didn't feel like it lingered in my head. And I've been asking for joy, and I feel it. This is my story. This is my story. I know this video is really long, but this is my story. I want friends, but I know I don't need them. And I want my daughter back. I feel like if I have my daughter back, I'll feel normal again. And everybody's gonna be like, no, if you get your daughter back, you're gonna be feeling horrible. You're gonna feel like a burden again. You're just gonna feel like stressed. No. When I was a mama, I had routine in my life. I actually felt like I was getting somewhere with my baby. It's just I didn't have any help. My family ghosted me. After they promised they'd help take me to the doctor, they gave up on me, and I missed one of her appointments, and they got me for medical neglect because I missed one of her appointments and had to reschedule. My baby went with my mom, and my mom gave her a feeding tube she didn't need. She was just allergic to milk and needed to find the right milk. And my mom made UVA give her a feeding tube. Charlottesville, Virginia. These doctors nowadays, they're stupid, bruh. Half of them don't even know what the fuck they're doing, what they're talking about, what they're diagnosing. It's sad. I'm gonna upload this, and I'm gonna see where it takes me, and I'm gonna share it. I'm just gonna take that big leap of faith and see where it gets me. I'll send it to some celebrities and use my resources wisely, I guess. I have big dreams. And I just want somebody to hear me out. I feel like I'm a chosen one, and so I feel like I'm not gonna fit in with anyone. I feel like I should be high all the time, and in order to be high all the time, you have to have money to get the weed, and that's just what I want to do, is get weed and donate. And if I were to be a billionaire, the first thing I want to do is donate. Well, I want to get myself situated first. I need to get some DNA tests for my daughter to figure out who my child's father is, because when I lost my grandfather, I went through a whole stage. I'm not gonna lie, we're all adults here, like real shit. I went through a hoe stage, and now I don't know who my child's father is. So I need to get me a lawyer. But everybody in the city knows. Like, I don't give a fuck. Everybody's gonna know now. Yeah, I don't know who my child's father is, y'all. I'm cool as shit. I just don't know who he is. And I'm okay with that, honestly, because people down here are shit. I think the guy that could be your father has herpes. I mean, he tried to set me up one time, so. And a lot of them are just trifling. A lot of them don't know fucking hygiene. Yeah, it's really sad. But I'm thankful that I'm clean and that I've learned how to say no. And I've learned how to keep boundaries. And I will punch a motherfucker if they try me. But no, guys, this is my story. But yeah, if I do become a millionaire, I'm going to figure out who my child's father is. I'm going to get me a lawyer, and I'm going to get her back. I'm going to move. I'm going to get me a house somewhere. And then I'm going to donate the rest to charity, and I'm going to find me a job. And I'll work my way up from there again. Because I deserve it. All I need is money. I already have everything mapped out of what I want to do. I just need money. And I've been trying to find me a job, and I just feel like every single where I've looked, I haven't gotten a chance to do anything because the city sucks. So, yeah. This is my story. I don't know what I'm going to name it, so I'll just post it and send it. I might figure out something. I love you guys, but this is my story. And I'll probably make more videos high from now on, because I feel like I can open up better when I'm high. I'll probably change it to Stony Talks or something. I don't know. Love y'all.